Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here for our transfer daily in the morning, early in the morning. We're in the building, man. Big up to everyone locked in.
You
Smash the like.
hoovering?
There's a
You
little
hoovering?
just coming through. There's a little
Is
bit
it
of
me? Yeah, it's me. I had the heater on. Sorry, guys.
No,
It's
Oh,
cold.
I thought you had a cleaner there.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's cold, man.
Is it cold in Australia? Yeah, damn.
Yeah,
Man.
it's winter. It's winter. Yeah.
Big up, man. Big up to you, man. Yeah, man. Big up to everyone locked in. We got man like Miz, man. Miz, man, you're very popular around here, man. They're always a chat saying, yo, Miz. What are you telling me, bro?
Hey, man, it's good to see the love. I've seen the comments. I really appreciate that a lot. But like always, man, I'm blessed. Thank you once again. First of all, obviously, Salamu alaikum, Saeed, and to my brother down there as well. And yeah, man, great to be back in this Saeed TV establishment, man. It's good to be back.
Come on. You already know, bro. We always welcome you here, man. It's a blessing, man. You know, the ones that big up to you. And I'm saying big up to my guy, man. Man like D in the
my brother, man. The villain of the channel, man. Come on, man. Come on, my brother.
You telling me, man.
Saeed, you know.
Come on,
big up me as well, man. Big up, my bro.
Big up,
man. Yeah, Roms will join us later on, people, man. He's just busy with a meeting. Big up to Roms each and every time. But listen, we got a lot to discuss, man. We got Isak apparently going AWOL. We got Newcastle signing Ramsdale, Hato, Chelsea. We should have a here we go today, surely. Little bit of a stumbling block on the Xavi Simmons situation. I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure Miz will tell us about that one, but there's only one place to start, man, and that is Newcastle. It is a mess over there, man. I've seen Newcastle fans saying, I'm logging off on Twitter. I'm done. Like,
I think it's unfair, man. It's unfair on them, man.
Boy, this is life, isn't it, man? You know what I mean? But Ramsdale, here we go. Deal in place, South Africa, the goalkeeper. Buy option clause including the deal. Heavy loan fee and salary covered by Newcastle. As David Ansel report, Ramsdale will travel to medical this week, man. 4 relegations he's had. You know what I mean? Again, it's not his fault. But, I mean, Miz, man. But that is it. When you've had a summer like that, yeah, you don't want to be seeing Ramsdale as your new goalkeeper.
Bro, Newcastle. If there's any Newcastle fans in the live chat or they're gonna watch down the track this today's show on Saeed's channel, I'm telling you, you're not gonna hear anything pretty. I'm telling you right now, because it is an utter embarrassment how your football club is run in this particular window. I mean, you've done fantastically last season. What an amazing season. You had a bit of an iffy start, but then you went through that bamboozling run of, what was it, Saeed, like 10 games where they were, where they were unbeaten. I think out of the 10, there were like 9 wins, 1 draw, something ridiculous. Isak was flying. You know, Gordon was doing well. You got Sandro Tonali, who came back later on. Bruno Guimaraes. Like, you had so much going. You beat Arsenal. You made a mockery out of them last season. You went on and you won the Carabao Cup. Let's not forget, you won a domestic cup. And then you get Champions League as well. Off the back of all of that, after winning your first silverware in 70-odd years, is that right?
70 years, yeah.
This is how your club is repaying the fans in this transfer window, and every player is rejecting them. We literally stole João Pedro from we snatched them. We snatched him, and João Pedro, he only wanted to join us. It felt like he was waiting for Chelsea, or he was waiting for. It seems like no one wants to join Newcastle, and I don't know. Like Saeed, I asked the same question. To Matisse on All You Can Eat Chelsea last week. I said, and I want to ask you as well, because you guys live in UK. Is it bad? Is it that bad of a place to be in Newcastle? Like, as a footballer, is it a nice place to go? Like, honestly,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Newcastle is nice, man. It's very, very nice. Like, The nightlife is nice. The shopping center's nice. It's cold though. It is cold over there. You know what I mean? Like it's because it's up north next to Scotland. It's very, very cold. Even when you have a summer, it feels cold. You know what I mean? Like it's not one of them like pretty summers. A lot of wind over there.
Can you get a nice house there? Can you get a safe, nice house?
Get a nice, yeah. You can get a nice house.
Can you? Look, I've never been. I'm curious because these people reject. Can you go out? Nice shops, nice shopping centers.
When you're big, you're big, bro. When you're big, you're big. I think it comes down to that, you know, man. And also a lack of ambition, bro. Imagine this now, yeah. Imagine you wanted to keep Isak. Isak said, you know what, man? I might have a change of heart, you know. And then he saw Ramsdale signing. He'd be like, yo, get out of here, man. Yo, this further strengthens his argument to kind of leave the football club when you're signing Ramsdale, bro. Like, real talk, bro. It's crazy.
First of all, why Ramsdale? Is he first choice, second choice? What's going on there?
Nah, bro. They wanted my man that went to Man City. What's his name? Trafford. That was their first choice signing. And this guy was never in the radar, man. He's
going to come in as a first number one keeper. He's going to be in the Champions League representing Newcastle as the number one goalkeeper.
Champions League, bro. They don't really rate up over there. They had I don't know if Dubravka's still there anymore. But yeah,
what happened to Nick Pope? What happened to Nick Pope?
Nick Pope, he's fell off, man. He's fell off.
He's gone.
He's fell off, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's been questioned a while. Yeah, at a football club. Yeah, he's been very, very. He's fell off, man. He was good a couple of years ago, like lockdown times and whatnot, but he's fell off, man. You know what I mean and whatnot. So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think for me, it's one of them where signing Ramsdale, bro. It's just if I'm a Newcastle fan, like I said to you, I'm screwing right now, bro. I really am. Like I'm questioning the ambition. Like I'm really, really thinking, bloody hell, mate. Next season's gonna be bad, bro. Because I don't think. Listen, the thing is with Ramsdale, yeah, is he a bad goalkeeper? Like he's
bro.
But he's not someone that I still will bank on to be playing Champions League football. My standards should be higher than Ramsdale. That's all I'm saying to you, bro. Like your 100%. Standards, you know more than me. With Thingy, like at Arsenal, bro. Like he couldn't cut it, bro. Yeah, he couldn't cut it over there, bro.
Yeah, he's a. I think they've grown past Pope and players like that. We did the same as Zinchenko, Jesus, stuff like that. They've grown past this level, but the problem is that Newcastle can't sign anyone. They can't. It's unfair. If they were allowed to sign whoever they wanted, they wouldn't be going for Ramsdale. They'll be going for the top keepers in the world, but they're not allowed to sign players. So what they meant to do, really, they have got to keep signing shrewd players. They're not allowed.
Yeah, exactly. Kelleher was there. Kelleher was there, bro. But again, they were. You know what it is as well now, man. They've got PTSD. They're scarred, man, by becoming second to everything. You know, you see how Arsenal are second every year. These lot are second transfer. Sorry, D.
You're not talking to me because you just try. It's not going to work.
Saeed, I want to talk about. D just mentioned that they are not allowed to sign whoever they want to. I have seen that they've got genuine PSR problems. They've got genuine accounting problems and balancing their books. How much of this is? How much truth do we really know about this? Because I see people talk about it. I see some reports here and there that they've got PSR issues. If they really have PSR issues, Saeed, have a look at their team. How much is Bruno Guimaraes on? How much is Sandro Tonali on? How much is
not that much, bro?
Is like Bruno Guimaraes not on good money?
I think Bruno Guimaraes might be on the highest wages. I think
how much is Gordon on? How much is Anthony Gordon?
I'll check now. I'm gonna go on Capology, which is probably
I don't think all those guys are that high because I think they would break their wage structure, which is the problem. Otherwise, they would give Isak 300 easily. They've got enough money to do it in their bank, but they just this is crazy, man. They're not on their money's low. Their things all low.
Fairly low. Look at that 160 to Bruno Guimaraes. If I'm Bruno Guimaraes, I'm demanding a little bit more, bro. I don't know how he's agreed to that, bro, but fair play. Gordon's on 150. Jolin is on 150. Bloody hell. He's eating right now. I can't lie to you. And he's signed us on a deal. at the height of when he was good as well. That was the height when he was good. Alexander Isak's on 120, bro, and he's their best player. It's mad. And he hasn't signed a new deal since 20. He's been on the same deal. He's on the same deal, bro.
No wonder Alexander Isak is bouncing. Like, he just knows his value is double that. Easy.
Yeah.
But they can't pay it. They've got the money to pay it, but they're not allowed. They're not able to.
They're not able to. That's the problem, man.
Honest conversation. I don't think these guys can compete next season in the Premier League, you know.
Bro,
they'll struggle.
I think they'll struggle. I said it before. Like, the squad, listen, don't get me wrong, Bruno Guimaraes, top player. Gordon, very good. Joe Linton, good for his use in the midfield. Isak, world class. Trippier, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He's like another Kyle Walker, man. It's gonna be a car crash. Tonali, top player. Target, dead. Botman, injury prone. Joe Willock, I can't lie to you, decent on his day. Barnes, I think he's underrated, but again,
he's underrated,
Yeah, Dan Burn, I think he's underrated as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Nick Pope, dead. Shaw, good. Kraft, again, he's a utility player. Livramento, very good.
I think Livramento might leave. Like, he's on 50.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the better right backs in the league, right? Livramento is probably one of the better ones.
He's signing new deals for 50 grand a week, bro. He's definitely leaving soon. You know what I mean? Jacob Murphy, underrated. Asulo, dead. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lewis Hall, very good. Lewis Hall being on 7 grand a week is
that is.
I don't know what he
Nah, Saeed, I don't think this is right, bro. I don't think.
No, trust me. I'm telling you now, bro. I'm telling you now. Capology is as close as you're gonna get here to being the right thing, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro.
£7,000 a week.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. That
is crazy.
That's what I'm trying to say. And he's a very good left back, bro. He's their first choice left back.
He would be competing.
To be fair, he's got 1 year left on his contract. He'll sign a new deal next season. So he's all right, man. He signed a 2-year deal for 7 grand. He's now gonna get at least up to 50 grand next contract. Will be 50 grand a week, at least minimum. He'll be at least on that level of Tino Rento and them man there. But like I said to you, bro, it's difficult, man. It's difficult, man. You know what I mean? It's really difficult, guys. You know what I mean? To spend, you know what I mean? And this is the thing, man. Like, if I'm the Saudi owners, I'm like, you know what? Is this worth it, man? Like, like, you know what I mean, bro?
It's unfair, bro.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It is unfair, but at the same time, it's like, this is the reality, bro. Like, you're big. You're either a big club or you're not, bro. You have to make sure that this revenue is reaching out. Like, where's your strategy to go abroad? Make yourself known.
But things like if you do things the right way, for example, not to dig at Chelsea, Miz, but if you do things the right way, you're not going to be able to spend money and for a long time. Do you get it? You have to find loopholes, which Chelsea have done the right way. You have to, in life, you find loopholes. You know what I'm saying? They start selling their training ground in the women's team and stuff like that. You have to do these things to compete with the best. Like when Abramovich came in, or when Todd Bowley came in, Chelsea are not going to be able to compete with Man City unless you find loopholes. This is what you have to do in life. You have to figure out a way to get there and to get the best for you. That's great business by Chelsea. Newcastle have to find avenues and loopholes to create avenues. You know what I'm saying? That's what they have to do. That Brighton's model is different to Newcastle because Newcastle Newcastle's the richest club in the world.
Yeah, but but what I'm trying to say is though that they need to really
No, but it's different because if you're talking about Isak, who's at the club, like to keep a player like Isak, he knows that you can't sign players to match his ambition. He knows that. So he's thinking it's going to take you guys 5 years to be able to build a team that can compete on all fronts completely. So what's the point of me staying here when you can't even buy players?
PSR table. This is the PSR. Like, you know, when you're not going to say, oh, United in PSR trouble. Oh, they're in PSR trouble. Shout out to Grizz in the chat, man. Big up to you, Grizz, man.
Big up, Grizz. Yeah,
man. PSR trouble. Look at that, bro. We're calm. Aston Villa are in trouble.
Aston Villa in major trouble. Major trouble.
Aston Villa. But Newcastle, it should be fine. But again,
so here's the thing, right, lads?
Yeah.
PSR is this is my understanding, right?
Yeah.
Is heavily based on revenue. You got to earn money.
Yeah.
And whatever you earn, the percentage of that revenue you can spend. So say, for instance, you earn, I don't know, basic, like I'm just putting it out there, £1 billion, right? No one earns like maybe $1 billion, but I'm just putting it out there just for argument's sake.
Yeah.
1 billion, and you can spend, I think, as per PSR, in the first year, you can spend like 70%. So let's just say that's 700 million, right?
Yeah.
So it's based on revenue. Is Newcastle not making enough money, lads? Like, is that the problem? How big is their stadium? How big is their stadium?
It's around 52,000.
So that's not big enough.
But they're only getting local support, though. There might be a couple of Irish people, but theirs is like Newcastle fans, Newcastle supporters, not, you know what I mean? Like, you see us, we got Irish, we'll have abroad. You know, everyone here, we've got a global fan base.
Yeah, it's a global thing. Yeah.
Is it a case of, is it global?
It's not global enough. It's not global enough.
There you go as well. They don't make enough money commercially as well. You know what it should have done? Yeah, this is a very, very, maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but when Ronaldo was leaving United, they should have done everything in their power to go and get Cristiano Ronaldo at their football club. I remember they were linked with him, you know. You remember?
Yeah.
They should have went.
You know what?
Ronaldo, and in Saudi Arabia, PIF, bro, they should say, you know what, bro, boost our football club, make us global.
Saeed, you're onto something. Newcastle needs to. Newcastle fans, you know best. You comment away. I think Saeed and what he was. Newcastle needs to become a global brand. You need to start. You need to create. Where's Newcastle having their preseason? By the way, are they having it?
They played us. They were in Singapore.
Yeah, they're in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
They need to do that every single season. Go America. Go Singapore. Go. You need to become global. That's number one. Number two, you need to start getting maybe 1 or 2 marquee players so that people start buying your merchandise. Ramsdale ain't gonna. No one's buying Ramsdale's jersey. I'm sorry. I'm not even a Newcastle fan. I'm not even a Newcastle fan, but I can tell you this much: no one's buying Ramsdale's jersey, you know.
Bro,
no one.
That's true. No one is. But when they have someone that they will sign buy their jersey, he wants to leave. Like Isak.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't really build upon it. You've created a superstar striker because he wasn't a superstar at Sociedad. So they've taken a risk on him. Everyone kind of knew about him. They've taken a risk on him. They've created this team because Newcastle really bought really well over the years. Most of their players have become successes. They haven't spent like you spend.
They haven't bought flops and that.
Their signings have been really shrewd all around.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you've got this team that looking like you've just qualified for the Champions League, which is what you need to do, and then you've just won a trophy, which is what you need to do. You've just signed. You've got one of the best strikers in the world. You've not created, but you've kind of nurtured him to become that. And then you're looking at Ekatike and stuff, and then you can't build on what you've created.
Yeah.
How can it's going to take them another 2, 3 years, 4 years to kind of build on that again? You can't do it unless you got a player that wants to play.
You know what I mean? And that's. But also, is it one of them where the big six will always be the big six, no matter what, guys? Like,
they will. But when you say big six, who do you class as the big six now?
United, Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool.
Oh, you class Man City as the big six now, yeah?
What do you mean?
No.
Here we go again.
No. I'm saying that because you're talking about in terms of revenue that they earn, yeah.
Yeah. Have a look at the finances.
Revenue, but I'm just saying
finances are mad.
Yeah. And I'm saying the same thing is what Newcastle have to do. They've got to do. You see what Man City did where they had the Emirates deals. Stuff like that.
Yeah, but then that's also a bit, you know what I mean?
That's the point I'm making. The reason why you're classing as a big six,
you know,
is because you're finding loopholes, is the point I'm making, isn't it? That's the point.
No. Chelsea, I've done the loopholes. Man City now, obviously, the charges, we'll have to find out whether they've been legitimate or not. Right now, we don't know yet. You know what I mean? But they are getting revenue, you're right. Look, they're done worldwide now. Like, it's one of them, like, now. They're known globally. But you say, yeah, go on.
I'll tell you one thing about Man City. I went to Abu Dhabi and Dubai back in 2021 when Chelsea was in Club World Cup final against Palmeiras. I went to watch that. I'll tell you straight up, in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, bro, it's all Man City. It is all Man City. In the Middle East, like so far what I've seen, Man City fan base is massive there. Massive. I don't know about elsewhere. I can't comment too much about what it is in Africa.
Do you think it's genuine though? Do you think it's genuine though?
Like, what do you mean by genuine? Like, what does that
Like,
mean?
obviously, their fan base is going to be big in those regions because they're owners. You know what I mean? They put a lot into it as the owners. But do you feel like? Would you say Man City as a club are bigger than, say, Leeds?
No, so that's a different question now.
Yeah,
what we were talking about.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Leeds.
What we were talking about, is Man City a big club now? I say yes, because
they are.
Just from a global standpoint, they've got fans everywhere, whether they're genuine or not. Obviously, no one in the Middle East 10 years ago, 15 years ago, had any idea about who Man City were.
They didn't have a Ben Charlie shit on. You know what I'm saying?
But 15 years ago, Dubai was, a lot of it was desert. People were more bothered about where they're going to find space to live, like shelter, as opposed to being fans of Man City. They didn't have the luxury to do all of that.
Man City have grown like, you're right. You know, you're right.
Like in the last 15 years, as Dubai and Abu Dhabi has been growing as well, they've had the luxury to follow their club and pick a club like Manchester City, who's owned by them. So, whether they're genuine or not, that's I don't think that's.
But can I say something as well? Is that just what you just said there? Now is that proof of it's going to take time then for Newcastle, because Man City have got to a stage now where they've gone global over the stretch of 15 years.
But they were allowed to spend their money though, Saeed.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This is a problem now. But the thing is, though, PSR wasn't introduced when Man City were starting up in
correct.
Correct. PSR was introduced. What was it? 3-4 years ago? Was it introduced? So
I think about 5-6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, 5-6 years ago. There you go. So out there, everyone had a head start. You know what I'm saying to you? United, no matter what, man. United, no matter how bad we are, we will create revenue. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Our owners, they're bad because they don't invest their money into the football club. Why do you think they've been able to stay there for so long? Because what's the
difference between FFP then? What's the difference between FFP and
financial fair play?
It's the same thing. FFP, PSR, it's all the same. But PSR is, I think, profitability, sustainable.
Yeah. That's more
rules
and whatnot. Yeah.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Yeah. So when I look at it in that regards, when I look at that, that's what I'm saying to you. Like, United will always be like we are forever in debt. United shouldn't really be existing right now when you deep it, like with the debt. Like, we should be in trouble. But because
you make a lot.
That's what I'm saying to you. So when the club when the Premier League and the UEFA see, right, hold on a minute, we're seeing that you lot are still making a lot of money, bro. And that's the thing with Newcastle on these clubs. They're not making a lot of money, bro. One thing I will say with Tottenham, this is another thing, though, that this is what Tottenham have done well, though. They've got
Tottenham make a lot of money.
Yeah.
They've got a FIFA track. They've got NFL,
Formula One, NFL.
They're making bread, bro.
But you have to remember, even over the summer, if you go to White Hart Lane, every single day is sold out because they've got concerts every day. Beyonce was there for a week. Chris Brown was there for a week. Drake was there for a week. They've got concerts every single day.
You're living life.
And all the big boxing fights are at the Tottenham ground now.
Yeah, and I'm like I said to you again, it's one of them where it is a case of London is always going to be the attraction, bro. When you deep it, bro, like it is going to be the attraction.
Yeah, it seems like London and Manchester. London and Manchester is where most people want to go.
And listen, Liverpool, it's one of them where they're winning right now. Or else Liverpool, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I mean? The town centre is good, but you know what I mean. You go down Toxic and all that, mate.
It's more for the history. I think Liverpool's more for the history, like the heritage, that they have.
Heritage, bro. When you got the heritage, you're chilling, bro. You're eating nicely, bro. AC Milan, same club as well, man. They might not be the same, but they're heritage club, man. I seen it in Asia. The amount of AC Milan fans I've seen online, I was like, right, on social media, it was crazy, bro. So I think it's one of them where it's like, yo, I think for me, man, when you're big, bro. And listen, don't get me wrong here. I think for me, they should always try to become a big club. And that's why I rate Aston Villa now. You know, I rate all its making the league competitive. It really, really is. It's making the league very, very competitive, yeah. But at the same time, you know, it's one of them where
it's not making the league competitive. The league could be a lot more competitive because most owners. Yeah, I guess that's what they're trying to stop. They're trying not to stop the competitiveness, but
would that be good, yeah? Would that be good, yeah? If everyone was just allowed to spend what they wanted, would that be good?
You know what I've said? You know what I've always said? I had this conversation with my cousin the other day. Yeah, I said what you should do. This is what it should be. If you want to spend your own money, you have to spend the same amount on your debt. So if you want to buy a player for 100 million, you have to spend 100 million on your debt. So each player would be more or less double, basically. Then it would allow you to spend what you want, but you've also put the same amount of money.
You're right, with spending
the club. No, but that's the issue. The issue is that people think that you're gonna have like bad owners like Mike Ashley and Berry Town that are not there no more and stuff like that. That's where the issue is, isn't it? That
I think there's a limit. They've put a limit to it, is because they don't want football clubs to operate in losses. That's the problem. Or else every owner would just. It's what Roman was doing, basically, right? We were running in losses under Roman Abramovich, right? Roman would just inject money and he'll buy willy-nilly Shevchenko. He'd buy, Fernando Torres. We'd have Drogba. We've had Anelka. We've got Lukaku. We've got 6 top-line strikers and only 1 or 2 can start a game. So I think from that perspective, it is necessary, I feel like, to have this constraints now. But at the same time, I think as long as you earn more, right, lads? If you earn more, you can spend more. That's what this PSR is trying to promote.
But that means you're always going to earn more. Like teams like Man United are always going to earn more than everyone else.
So this is the challenge, right? This is the challenge for Newcastle. What do they do to become a global? I reckon they need to really go back into the strategy and go, you know what?
Your books.
I reckon, you know what Newcastle really needs to start doing, I feel, is have 1 or 2 really good signings, of course, but start looking from your academy. Start picking up these gems.
Oh, good scouting, man. Look at Brighton. Brighton got good scouting.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, do a little bit of a Brighton model and have few top players around them. And then you got to keep flipping. You got to keep flipping until you get to a point where, you know what? I think we've now starting to have a bigger global brand, and we are starting to be a lot more stable. Now we go and we try and stabilize. Like, for example, Saeed, if you remember, Atletico Madrid, prior to Diego Simeone. Did anyone know Atletico Madrid prior to Diego Simeone?
Are you talking about winning? They were there, but they weren't. I think you're talking about 2 things, though, Miz. You're talking about winning, or are you talking about being successfully globally? Because it's 2 different things.
Success. So not just winning, like just being successful, like sustainable success, and not necessarily having to win, just financially being successful as well. Like, I don't know if you remember, like Atletico Madrid prior to Diego Simeone, and even further back. If you look back, Atletico Madrid 20 years ago, I don't think they were a big name, 20 years ago. I remember
Villarreal.
Do you guys remember Deportivo La Coruña? Valencia was huge. Valencia was huge. Deportivo La Coruña was huge. Villarreal was huge. But Atletico Madrid's name really wasn't there. Atletico Madrid now has become
Sevilla as well, were big as well. But yeah,
exactly. Right. Like Atletico Madrid now has been. So Newcastle need to. I don't know what because all of this time, lads, if you remember, right, like Newcastle were like a team that was always sort of in the bottom half of the table, either fighting relegation, sometimes getting relegated, sometimes back, fighting there. They've got to somehow snap out of that. And it's not like the olden days where just because big Saudi owners have come in, you can't just splash money anymore. You can only spend what you have earned. And you don't earn much. So how do you increase your earning? I think you got to do what Chelsea's doing right now. Look at our revenue stream. Every other day we are selling. You know how much we've sold already this window? 160 million pounds.
How much?
Yeah, but you can't.
160 million pounds this window.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy,
but,
man.
With all due respect, though, it's like no one believes what you lot are doing is genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all due respect. No,
what do you mean by that? Like, elaborate. What do you mean by that?
No,
like,
because
you can't just say words without elaborate.
No,
elaborate. What do you mean?
You sold João Felix for more than you bought him for.
Oh, is that our fault?
No, it's not your fault.
Have a go at the Saudis.
No, but what we're saying is everything. What's going on? It seems like it's inflated, or there's something else going on. This is what people feel like. No one believes. This is the truth.
Am I telling the selling?
People can hide away from it if they want. People can hide away from it if they want, but this is the truth.
No, but
you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. I'm not saying you don't have to. You have to do what you have to do. I'm not saying you don't.
Just on that. What I want to understand from you, because you've said that no one believes this. Have we got a gun on Saudi Arabian owners?
But what I'm saying is you're finding loopholes. You're selling training. No, you're selling training ground. You're selling women's teams. You're finding loopholes that are fair in the game, but it's still a loophole, is what's happening. So teams. The
loophole isn't illegal. That's
but it's not illegal. We're not getting done for that. No one stopped others to do that.
It wasn't illegal, but it was. Why did they have a vote then to see whether they should stop it or not? There's a reason why.
Yeah, but why didn't they have the vote prior to us doing it?
Because we didn't know.
Why didn't they think of it?
No, but I know. But I'm saying.
So don't blame Chelsea for being.
No, I'm not blaming Chelsea. I'm not blaming Chelsea. I'm saying you lot were clever, but I'm saying a lot of the things that you do, it's not.
So don't hate on us because we're clever. I'm sorry. We're clever. Don't hate on us.
That's a
it seems like you are hating. You're hating on me because I'm clever.
No, I'm not.
Do you want me to be dumb? Do you want me to be dumb?
You know what it is, yeah? You guys have done a lot of things that people seem as not immoral, but look like it's inflated, or it's not the right avenue. It's not the right path. It's unfair on other teams. That's what.
Okay, let me give you an example. Yeah, I think what he means. Yeah, there was a transfer yesterday that happened right between Strasbourg and Chelsea.
6 million.
Ishay Samuel Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, that one there. Explain this, because I think also there's a rule in there that you're not allowed to sell him above market value. It has to be a very reasonable fee. It can't be like 30, 40 million for a player of that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying to you? So he's probably looking at that thinking, yo, what's going on there?
It's not just me looking at it. Everyone's looking at it.
Yeah.
It's not just me. I'm just the one saying it. I'm just the one saying it.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say to that.
Yeah.
When I saw that price as well, even I was like, in fact, I was actually also shocked with the João Felix price too. And I'm actually going to give more context because obviously D doesn't follow Chelsea, so he wouldn't know the ins and outs.
Yeah.
For instance, for Clear Lake Capital, one of the biggest investors in Clear Lake Capital, I wouldn't say biggest, but semi-big, one of the semi-big investors of Clear Lake Capital are Saudis.
Yeah.
So Saudis giving that type of money. I said it in my recent video when João Felix deal happened that, look, I'm very glad with the money we're getting from Al Nassr, but I just hope that this is away from any investigation. Like if there is investigations, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Similarly for Ishay Samuel Smith, look, that price of 6.3 million. Yeah, like what did Ishay Samuel Smith do so far to have that type of a price tag? But this is what Chelsea have been able to do with Strasbourg. It's up to, the FA. It's up to all of the regulatory bodies to come down. And recently there was a report that said we will investigate any of these dealings.
But Miz, you can't say.
But Saeed, how can I? If that's the price that Chelsea has sold it to Strasbourg, what am I going to do?
But Miz, that's like me saying I walk into a shop, I take a chocolate. It's up to the owner to stop me, to catch me.
No,
it's like me saying that.
That's illegal, though.
Yeah, no, it's illegal, though. What you're doing is illegal.
I'm taking a chocolate, and it's up to you lot to stop me and find rules to stop that.
Yeah.
It's like
what you did, what your example is a crime. That's a crime. What Chelsea is doing is not a criminal activity. You can say it's immoral.
It's immoral, or is
it ethically right?
Is it dodgy?
It looks a little bit dodgy, but. That's where Chelsea.
How can you say it's not? How can you say it's not a crime? Money laundering is a crime.
How are you
Well, the thing is,
actually
though-
claiming this as money laundering?
No, I'm
How
not
are you
saying-
actually claiming this?
Bruv.
How are you? No, you're. How
You
are
can't
you
tell a
actually
player, you
claiming
can't
this as?
tell- So wait, hold on. So what are you saying to me that everything that you're doing is above books? Then is that what you're saying? That everything you're doing is?
I literally
within-
just said that.
yeah.
I literally just said I won't be surprised if we get investigated.
You're helping
But-
them, by the way. You're helping them with this
Yeah,
PSR and everything.
You've taken Madueke off us for 52. No Chelsea fans will tell you he's worth 52 million. You know,
Yeah.
But
is that money laundering? Is Chelsea and Arsenal are together in money laundering?
Yeah.
But
Are you trying to clear your money with
investigation, though?
selling players?
aren't Man City under investigation for 115 charges, and aren't you under investigation? Aren't both teams under investigation now?
I don't know if Chelsea. I don't think they are.
Chelsea
Aaron-
are.
You
Chelsea are
got
under
found out-
investigation.
you got found out they were guilty. They got fined 20 million.
For what
Yeah,
though? For
Aaron
what
Vis-
though? You didn't
I
get
don't
fined
know.
for not
Was it
breaking the
again?
law, did you? You got
And
fined
that
for
was
breaking the law, right?
FFP.
No,
It was
that was
FFP.
none of it. None of that was during the new ownership. We got fined for stuff that happened under Roman, where we paid under the table money for agents for Willian, under the money.
Is that breaking the law?
agents
Is
for
that breaking the law?
No. There was one
Under the-
time we got
under-
fined by
under
UEFA.
the-
Fined by UEFA for 31 million euros with a further 60 million euros conditional for breaches of its financial rules. I think
Yes.
that was the one.
So those financial rules, it was elaborated that there were a lot of expenses that were not accounted for in the financial fair play. So as I said, under the money expenses for agent fees that are not allowed, agent fees to Willian, agent fees to Eden Hazard's agents, so on and so forth. Offshore, doing some sort of business showing there's expenses there when it wasn't even related. But none of that was under the new ownership. The new ownership actually came out and said, hey guys, here's all the issues we found. You do what you need to do with it.
Yeah.
This is what we found from the previous ones. We took the books, we found this. So the new owners, you may not like it, D, but they're not doing any criminal activity. They're literally putting it out there that it's up to you. You come and investigate. And if you say that it's not allowed, show me in the books where it's not allowed, and then change the rules. Change the rules.
So that's the point I'm making. So then you see when Man City are being charged for 115 charges, yeah? Do you feel like, what do you feel like? Because this
But
is
they're different, bro. They're different.
Okay, so what do I feel? I definitely think they've done a lot of dodgy. I definitely think that. But are they going to get done? No, they won't.
Yeah.
Because they will find fancy accounting ways to show what all of this makes sense. They'll find.
By the way, I don't
like
think
the way
Chelsea
Chelsea
and City are the same. By the way,
it's
want
not
to
the same.
make that clear.
It's not the same. It's not the
bro.
same.
Yo, D, it's not the same.
City were finding fake sponsorships. Like
yes,
they were getting sponsors from companies that don't even exist.
Yep. Exactly.
So that's fraud. That's fraud, right? But they'll find a way to sort that out. We weren't doing that. We were doing the amortization. No one was doing amortization over 10 years. Amortization was meant to be for 5 years. We were getting these players, Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, giving them long contracts and doing the expenses over 10 years. So in our books, every year for that player was costing less. But everyone else was doing it over 5 years because that was the standard. So we came in and we did something out of the book. Everyone else had a problem. We said, well, show us in the book where it says that you can't do more than 5 years.
Show us.
And then everyone was like, oh, shit, we can't show you. It wasn't there. All right, well, now it's there. So now we don't do it.
If you can't beat them, join them. And a lot of
the
people.
Point I'm making is the reason why this conversation started because we're talking about Newcastle being able to spend their money. The point I was making is for them to get to a certain point, they're gonna have to find loopholes or create avenues that are because Newcastle are not going to be able to be bigger than Man United in within the next 50 years. 100 years, maybe. You know what I'm saying? They're not. It's not. They have to create new avenues. Is the point I'm making.
Would you want your football club to find these loopholes, Deed, so that you could become more successful, more? You know what I mean? You could do better in the transfer market. I mean, genuine.
You know what?
D basically saying, do you want your football club to act smart? That's what he's saying.
No, I'll answer it honestly. Like when Chelsea were before Abramovich came in, everyone wanted Abramovich. This is what happened. They all wanted him. So the only way you're going to compete with the best is if you're able to spend money like they did. They've done what they've had to do, and they've become one of the most successful clubs in the last 20 years in the world. So it's obviously worked for them. They've put themselves in that bracket, so they had to do that. They wouldn't. I would have the same conversation whether it was Chelsea or Newcastle or Lee, or I would have the same mindset. So you have to do what you've got to do. At the end of the day, life is not going to allow you to. You have to do it at the end of the day. So the answer, I would say, has to be yes. But when it comes down to it, on the overall point, there's always going to be that question mark around it, because everyone wants to do it in the cleanest way. Do you know what I'm saying? But the answer has to be yes overall, because whether you get there or you don't get there, everyone wants to be at the top of the game. So
of course,
Saeed, Arsenal don't really need to do loopholes. I'll tell you why, because they make a lot of money anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Their stadium is huge. Every other day they've got a new jersey coming out, and every fan is buying.
That man are eating nice, Arsenal.
Bro, every season.
Who's got the highest season ticket? Who's got the highest season ticket in England? Is it Tottenham or Arsenal?
Arsenal. I think Arsenal.
Bloody hell, man.
We've got the highest season ticket one of the highest in Europe.
Every season, how many different type of kits are coming out?
Every year. But and not that the waiting list is 12 and a half years.
Wow.
For a season ticket.
Now, actually, you know what? It's Fulham, then Tottenham, then Arsenal.
Fulham
have got the highest, because obviously they're in West London.
What is that based on? What's that? What's the? You got to put the highest against the highest, or the lowest against the lowest.
Okay, this is on there, by the way. This is from the Athletic, by the way.
Well, maybe they've changed in the last year or whatever, but we've been the highest for years.
Well, to be fair, this is how cheapest. This is last season, by the way. You know what? Let me bring up this report.
We've been the highest. We've been the highest for years.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Said? Are you looking at who collects the most money from stadium revenue, or
no? Season ticket assessed. Look here. So Arsenal, they're on 922. Tottenham 856. I'll say the cheapest one is 345 from West Ham. So these are the record for the revenues for the season ticket prices. That's crazy. So Arsenal's
got the highest.
Yeah. This is match day revenue income, by the way.
Yeah, we'll have the highest. Definitely have the highest. We're the highest season ticket. It's on Europe. On the highest in Europe.
Right, Sunderland get a lot, What the heck, man?
Sunderland's a massive club, you know.
But
Sunderland right now, but Sunderland must be
huge, bro. Sunderland, Leeds, what's the other? There's a few massive clubs out there that sleeping giants.
Man. That's crazy. That's absolutely mad, bro.
They make a lot of money, but their ticket prices must be low as well. So ultimately, yeah, they make a lot of money, but their price is low. So are they really collecting a lot of revenue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get these super chats in, guys. There's 2,000 people in the building, and we only have 552 likes, guys. I'm gonna ask for 1,000 likes. I was asking for 800, but we need 1,000 likes. Yeah.
Now that's criminal.
We got to inflate the likes, innit? We got to find loopholes.
Now that's criminal activity. That one's criminal activity.
That needs to be studied, man. You know what I mean? I know there's haters in there, but you know what I mean? Come on, even the haters can like, man. You know, it costs you a penny, man. You know what I mean? I know you're hating, and you know what I mean, and you're there, man. We don't know who you are.
I'm hating, man. Listen, I'm hating.
Look, lads. Bottom line, if you guys are gonna like wrap up the Newcastle talk, bottom line is Newcastle fans. I think you guys, I think you're dead. Man.
You know what?
Honestly, Isak gone, and it'll be done.
I think Newcastle are one of the most loyal fan bases, and their loyalties have been absolutely taken the piss out of. If I'm Newcastle, I've supported you through thick and thin. You know what I mean? We're one club. You know what I mean? We don't. You know what I'm saying? And like it's a bit. Yeah, it's sad on the fan base. I can't lie to you. Big up to the super chatters. Roman's Descendants. Big up the panel chat. God bless everyone. Big up to you, my friend. Big up Mr. Slotboss. Big up everyone. Free Palestine. Yeah, man. Always free Palestine. Each and every time. Alex Blackman says, and there isn't rough areas in Manchester. No, I'm not saying that. I just made a tongue. Keep coming, man. Shout out to Liverpool. I like Liverpool's got a better town centre than Manchester, to be honest with you. I enjoy going Liverpool town centre than my than Manchester's, man. So
I love
obviously,
Man U. I love Man U.
there's different areas in it where there's rough and there's not rough. You get me? And most of these footballers, by the way, they live in Cheshire. They don't even live in Liverpool. They live outskirts of kind of Liverpool, in between Liverpool and Manchester. It's an area called Cheshire and whatnot that they all stay in, man. Mark Smith said only Liverpool, United, Arsenal, and Spurs have built their clubs the proper way. Newcastle need to build over time by getting their revenues up. Yeah, anyhow is good manager. However, Newcastle need a statement manager. Roman came in and top managers, and City too as well adds to the pull. You know what? There was a time when they were after Mourinho and Unai Emery, and they didn't get them over the line. And Mourinho said one day he wants to manage Newcastle. Have you heard his interview?
I heard that.
The Brian Robson, you know what I mean, and whatnot, and he was under his management as well. So yeah. PSR is a preservation tactic by the Big Six clubs owners to make sure that no new big hit comes and spends massively and becomes an immediate rival. I
hear it.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I hear it. Lai says here, Fabinho went to Saudi for 40 million. Didn't say a word about that. Your club literally giving Chelsea more money than Saudi. Stop bitching, please.
Fabinho, are you talking to? I'm not Liverpool fan.
He's not a Liverpool fan, yeah.
So I don't know what he's talking about.
No, but he's still saying though your club is giving more money to Chelsea than Saudi. You know what I mean? That's crazy as well.
That's true.
Arsenal, true. Yeah. Arsenal bribed their way to Division 1. By the way, corrupt club. Listen, I'm not going to speak into that one. Saying Arsenal part of it. Blue Coleman, yeah, they are. Shout out to Adash, man. Hope you're well. This reminds me of that class failing exams and blaming students who did well for getting slapped at home. Loopholes are meant to be exploited. You don't have to do illegal stuff to run better. Look at LFC. Adash, to reiterate the point, LFC's ticket prices aren't that expensive in the league. Their wage bill isn't the biggest. They sell well and they're doing well. Yeah, that's it exactly. So Spurs United break 6 million in home games. Yeah, we do. We create at least 5 million in revenue on the home matches, bro. Because the mega store gets absolutely rinsed every week. You know what I mean? Just in general, so they make that money, bro. That's why this year they're gonna have a hit, bro. They're gonna have a hit this year because there's no Europa League football. It's nothing. You know what I mean? So they're gonna have a hit this year. Let's speak on Chelsea, man. In terms of the signings, Hato should be here. We go today. And like that one should be done today, right? Hato.
Look, Saeed, we're getting closer and closer and closer and even more closer. Fabrizio Romano, every tweet is one closer. He adds another closer. Look, the bottom line with this deal, as I see it from different sources all over every single day, is that this player doesn't want anyone else. He's fixed on Chelsea. He's not participating in any Ajax preseason games. He's made it clear to Ajax that he only wants Chelsea. Chelsea are in full negotiations with Ajax. The problem is now the valuation. Ajax obviously sees Chelsea and they see cha-ching, they see a lot of money, right? We, on the other hand, we are saying, look, Arsenal bought Jury and Timber for X amount of money, and we're saying, why should Hato be more?
Yeah,
like true. The price that is being touted for Hato at the moment is somewhere around the latest that I saw, somewhere in excess of 50 million euros. 50 million euros in excess. We're saying 40 million euros is the right price for this kid. Mind you, he's 19. He's 19. Yes, he's got a bit of experience, a lot of experience actually at the top level, but he's 19. There's still a lot of development that he needs to go through. We're saying 40 million euros plus with some add-ons, let's say 45 million or total package. But I think Ajax wants something in excess of 50 million. So, but as per Fabrizio Romano, he's saying we're getting closer and closer and closer. Look, I don't totally care too much about whether it's 40, 45, 50, 55. Bottom line is Chelsea need a backup for Cucurella. Cucurella cannot play every single game of the season. We need someone there. We don't have anyone there at the moment. Ishe Samuel-Smith has gone to Strasbourg, so he was the other left back option. So Vega, he's going to go. Vega doesn't want to be at Chelsea Football. We don't want him either. Ben Chilwell is not part of our squad anymore. He needs to be sold. So we need a left back. So Hato, I'll be shocked if this doesn't happen from here on. I think hopefully soon we see a here we go. I'm not too concerned.
Yeah. Like he was captain for Ajax, wasn't he, or something like that, at the age of 19. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy.
He's a brilliant player, man. I think Chelsea will be title challengers this year, man. They will challenge for the title. Their team's ready. Their team's ready to challenge. They got the squad that they need. Reece James is fit. Their midfield is strong. They got the squad in midfield, even with Santos, not just let alone Lavia.
Yeah.
And
then
you
reckon he'll leave, by the way, Santos? You reckon he'll leave?
At first, there was doubts. I had mad doubts because I was like, Enzo Fernandez is going to start. Caicedo is going to start. Then you've got Lavia, who, okay, if he's fit or not fit, we don't know. He's going to stay. And then don't forget, we've got Esugu as well. Esugu is there.
There's a lot of midfielders there, man.
So Enzo Maresca has come out publicly and said that this is the plan. Lavia, we're going to manage him. He's going to be 1 game a week. We're going to manage him, right? Esugu is the direct substitute for Caicedo, and Santos is the direct substitute for Enzo Fernandez. So it's really up to Andre Santos now if he's happy to be a direct substitute for Enzo Fernandez for the time being. And he's got to stay patient for his moment. He's not always going to start. He's going to get the odd minutes off the bench and he's going to get the odd starts. It's really now up to Andre Santos. Can he persevere? Andre Santos has had a big season last season, one of the better midfielders in world football, right? He's now come to Chelsea. He's now going to take a little bit of a backseat. Is he willing to take a little bit of a backseat? Hoping that if he does well, maybe he can dislodge one of them. But he needs to stay patient. Unless if a big club comes in and gives big money and they promise him that, mate, you're going to be an important player for us, you're going to start, and he starts talking to us that, hey, I want to go now because they're going to make me an important player and we've got important money, then maybe we might sell. But we're not looking to sell him. We don't want to sell him. We want to keep him. It's really now up to him. Do you want to be part of a squad?
Do you want to fight for your place? Yeah.
Do you want to fight for your place? Yeah.
And there is, to be fair, there's a lot of games this season, man. 60 plus. And also as well, like, you know what, man? Like you've literally just finished your football. It's gonna take some time
100%.
to kind of adjust and get ready to, do what you need to do. Like it's gonna really, really take a while, bro, for you to get to that level. It really is. So
100%.
You need everyone together, man. And obviously another player, Xavi Simons as well. He's been linked heavily with the football club. That one there doesn't seem as close as the Hato one. You know what I mean? That doesn't really, A
lot of people saying that, in terms of Fabrizio Romano and not like, they're saying that that's also in an advanced situation. But the problem there is Chelsea, Hato, we need a backup for Cucurella. Like Hato is it's a need. With Xavi Simons, we do need to add a little bit more in the attack, but it's not that we're gonna bend over backwards and just accept anything that you ask us to do. We've got a certain price on Xavi Simons, and we're not looking to go over that.
Yes.
So it's now up to Leipzig to entertain the thought of selling. Player once again only wants to join us. There was rumors about Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich just recently got Luis Diaz, so I don't know whether they're going to go after Xavi Simons. There was links with Arsenal as well, but I think D will tell us that Arsenal more linked towards Eze, so they're not really looking at Simons, and they've got Madueke anyway. So there's only one club at the moment for Simons, and that's us. Simons also wants us, but we don't want to go over a certain price tag, and I think that price tag is roughly around that 50 million mark, the 50 million pounds, which is the standard price that's going on for everyone.
Now, it's standard price. Yeah.
But Leipzig, I think, wants more. They want more.
Wow.
And there is another little twist there as well. Leipzig also wants Chukwuemeka. So Leipzig saying, give us your man Chukwuemeka because we can have an attacker, and he's already got that experience in the Bundesliga, and we'll give you Xavi Simons, and we'll make a deal out of it. But the issue here is Chukwuemeka doesn't want to go to Leipzig. He only wants to go to Dortmund.
Yeah.
So and Dortmund don't want to buy him. Yeah. Dortmund don't want to buy him.
Dortmund don't have the facilities. You know what I mean? They don't have it.
Dortmund don't want loans. They only want to do loan, and we're saying we don't want loan. No more loans.
Your team's complete right now. I'll be honest. Your team is looking. The only thing I would say that probably would
keep up
winning is the age of the team. That's the only thing. The age is still really young, and you're signing really young players. But that's another. You worry about that another time because the team seems complete to me.
Age is relative, man. I can't lie to you. I don't think age is.
No, their team is. They got the youngest team in the league.
Yeah, but
when we had the youngest team in the league and we were flying, the first year we challenged, we had the youngest team in the league. Southampton beat us the next couple of years, and it was experience that kind of not let us down, but fell us short, kind of thing. That's what it was. Their team is literally so close to being almost completed. I feel like they're like maybe a centre back, a top centre back, and a top goalkeeper. But
that's the thing: a top goalkeeper, maybe even a centre back. But I'm not too fussed about that. I think some of the centre backs are starting to grow in stature, but the top goalkeeper is the biggest concern. I think our midfield is rock solid, probably one of the best midfield in the league.
I think it is the best
in Europe, probably, man.
In Europe, or in the world, I'd say like one of the best. And our attack, we'll see what we can do next season. So far, with Cole Palmer, João Pedro Neto, it's looking good. We'll see how Gittins adapts to the league. We'll see how Esteval adapts to the league as well. Esteval is going to be.
How about Esteval? Man,
is going to be a banger.
But he's a youngster, though, isn't he? He's still young.
He's a young player.
It's mad to think that this guy is going to play for Chelsea, man. I think a lot of people have forgotten about that, man.
Saeed, you saw a lot of Palmeiras in the Club World Cup. I know
you saw a lot of. He was man of the match. He played Chelsea, and he was man of the match against Chelsea.
That was a banging goal,
bro. Man. Esteval in the league, though, with the physicality, that will be a problem, though. It will be a problem.
Yeah. He's good, man. He's good, man. I think those certain players are really good.
No, I think the
issue is going to be if Caicedo has an injury. I think he's such an important player to that team. They haven't gone through that yet. We had it when we had Saka out. Or we know what it's like to have injuries. I think they 100%. Haven't learned what to do without Caicedo.
They've got. I know it's a big one, but that's why they're saying Santos is there, ready to step in.
Caicedo's a different breed.
I'm saying, of course,
that's true. Yes.
But you lot didn't have anyone to come in and fill Saka.
Yeah. True.
You didn't, bro. Who did you have on? You know what I mean? Like I get it. Ethan Waneri was there, but Ethan Waneri is not Saka, innit? You feel me? Like right now in his career.
But what I meant by that was if, for example, if Declan Rice gets injured or Partey got injured, we've now got players that come in like Marino that are experienced.
Yeah, now you do.
It's a different thing. They're bringing in. Caicedo will go out. You bring a young player in. Lavia's 20 years old or however old he is.
I think the downgrade from Rice to Marino is very, very big. I can't lie to you.
No, but I'm talking about experience. I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking about the experience is different. Marino's are experienced.
But you've still got national footballer. I'm more favor ability over experience. You know, man. Experience is overrated, bro. Are you good enough? That's
easy to say. That's easy to say because you're seeing it as Marino's not. He's a terrible player, or that's how you're saying.
I don't think he's a terrible player, but I think sometimes stepping into shoes, right, that you believe that they can fill to a level. I don't think you can fill that to a level like Marino.
You can fill it to a level. Players like James Milner and players like that, they were never seen as seriously good players, but those players are steady players that you need to.
They were still good players, bro. They're still like people associate Milner by this guy that just runs around a lot. Milner technically was very, very good, you know. Like
he was superb. He was superb.
Him, the Gareth Barrys of the world, like these guys were good players, you know, man. Like we I don't know why we associate them being just runners, man. They were good.
Bro, you need experience in the team, bro.
You do. I'm saying
you can't play for Manchester City and just like just run. You got to be good on the ball as well.
Yeah, you got to be good on the ball. Yeah, you do. But you can't win the Euros with Spain, in which Marino did, and not be good either. Like you guys, I mean,
I'm not saying Marino is bad. But
people like to play the narrative that Marino's such a terrible player, but he isn't anywhere near. And when we needed him last year, when Havertz was out, he scored 7 goals in 9 games
as a striker.
Look,
what I'm saying is, he still did it. But he still did it though. He adjusted and he adapted.
Also, in midfield, has he underwhelmed in midfield? Be honest though.
Of course, he's underwhelmed in midfield. But that's the point. The point I'm making though is because of his experience, he's able to adapt to another position that he had to just do there and then. He's not a striker, is he? He's not a striker. I wouldn't put if it was like.
I also think he stumbled across that. That was also as well. Like it was. I'm not saying it was lucky, but bro, you man stumbled across that Marino situation, bro. That was almost something that came out of nowhere, man. And wow, fair play.
But that's management, isn't it? That's what you got to do. That's the point.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If Caicedo's out and you bring in another young player, he now has to be guided along more.
By the way, that young player was a captain for Strasbourg. You know, by the way, was he captain for Strasbourg?
He was.
Yeah,
Andre Santos.
Listen, 21 now, yeah, for midfield terms, I think that's a lot of experience, you know, when you deep it, like
21
now.
You're going mad.
I'm being real, so like, people look at 21 now in football thinking, yo, like you're still a young
21's young. 21's young.
I'm not saying he's young, but it's not like you're some baby, bro. Like yo, like 21 is like right, yo, need to kick on now.
You're not a baby. You're not a baby.
You're not
but
baby,
at the same time,
like now ready to kick on. Yeah.
At the same time, like there are a lot of 21-year-olds that haven't seen enough football. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's what I said.
You can be 21 and have already experienced Champions League final. Do you know what I mean? So
yes,
that's why for me, when I say experience, I don't necessarily mean age. I mean what have you experienced in life? Like what level of football have you experienced in life at a prolonged period?
Yeah, but
so,
we know. I think. Do you know why we class it as young? Because even the player of the year in the Premier League player of the year, the young player of the year is up to what age? 23. So 21 is still young.
That's why it's wrong. The young player of the year needs to change. By the way, it needs to change.
To what?
I think maybe it ends at 21, but it really.
But there might not be enough. 18. There might not be enough players. Most players are not. Well, most players.
There was Kobe, there was Ethan Waneri, there was so many players young. I think the young player of the year should not be till 23. It really shouldn't be. Personally,
that's a different argument. I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is the point was 21 is still a young player, bro. Like,
in relative terms, yes, I agree. But I'm saying like when you got the experience here, you know, sometimes, especially for midfielders as well, it's that period where you kind of know if you're gonna make it at a club as well. Like if you don't make it at that club, you're kind of like, oh my days, like that's it now. The manager don't really rate me. I've got to go somewhere else. I've seen it with a lot of players.
Yeah, I hear that.
Football, 2021, it's like, wow, if I don't make the step right now, I ain't ever gonna make it, bro. It's
time to leave. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think that's basically the cut-off point, or you feel like I should really be a cemented player or have a certain amount of game time by now.
But by 21, if you've not cracked it and actually become like a stable force in your team, it's looking pretty peak for you from there on.
It really is, man. It's looking very peak for you, man. So, boy, it's one of them ones. I think people keep saying about Garnacho and that, but listen, I don't know what's going on with Garnacho. Listen.
Well, really, I know what's going on. Go
on.
And I'm going to make Saeed very happy. Garnacho will be a Chelsea player. He will be a Chelsea player. Right? He will be a Chelsea player. I know what's going on. So to all the Man United fans out there, you don't need to worry. You do not need to worry. I'm done being sad about this. I'm now at a stage where I'm accepting it. I'm just now looking at.
It's a loophole. It's a loophole, isn't it? Your owners loopholes, right? Remember?
Well, bro, I'm hoping there's a loophole here. I'm hoping the way we.
Man United do loopholes now. Man United inflated prices.
I'm hoping the way we have loopholed them for Sancho. I hope we do something like that with Garnacho. Something mad where we loan him we take care of his wages, and we have a obligation to buy, but then a penalty to give back as well. Something like that. I hope it's something like that. But I'll tell it right now, I'll be shocked if this guy is not a Chelsea player by the end of this window. I'll be shocked. Everything is written in the stars. Everyone is talking about it. Fabrizio is talking about it. The local bakery is talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. Garnacho is going to be a Chelsea player. Apparently, he dreams to be in London. He only wants to be in London. That itself makes me feel, oh my God, this guy wants to be in London to party. He's not focused on on the club. This guy is.
Apparently, United only demanded 30 million as well. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be as well. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. At this point, I'm taking a little 30 million now because it's one of them where it's full profit anyway. It is what it is. We've wasted enough time now. At the start of the window, it could have been more. But if you give us a quick 30 million, bro, then do what you want to do after that, bro. I'm not asked. You know what I'm saying?
I think 30 is the max we're going to go for. That is the price that was getting touted around. If Man United accepts 30, I think the player is already got 1 foot at Chelsea's door. Like, he's already there. So it's now up to Man United to accept the 30. And obviously, we got to get rid of a few of the other players. That João Felix is gone. We're going to get rid of Sterling. We're going to get rid of Nkunku.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Let me ask you a question, Bizia. You shouldn't really, like, Chelsea fans shouldn't be really fussed about having a player like Garnacho, like, because you've seen it, you can flip.
Why not? Why not? I've always wanted to ask you this. Why not? Why don't you want Garnacho, Saeed?
Because we need the money to go and spend that elsewhere, or we need to get rid of him anyway.
Is it just the money? Is it just the money?
No, it's not just the money, but United would want to sell him and then get another player in as well. That's one thing as well. But you lot really you lot are used to hoarding players. We're not used to hoarding players in that regard. You lot don't mind having the talent.
They got collectibles. They got a lot of collectibles.
Just imagine that.
It's a stock exchange. It's a stock exchange, bro. These are cards. These are cards.
I mean, it's cards. So what you can do is just have him in your book there, and in a year's time, you're confident anyway of selling him. Like, you're gonna sell him in a year's time. So you're not gonna have the guy's not gonna stick around for a long time, bro. He's not.
Look,
just get the player. Sell him on if you want to.
This is why we're saying market opportunity for Garnacho, right? 30 million market opportunity. But on a serious, Saeed, is this kid, from what I've seen from your videos, from all this kid seems like so far for you guys has been a headache. On and off the field.
Yes.
On and off the field. His brother's a headache. His temperament's a headache. This kid seems to act like he's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he doesn't even have 20% of that talent, right? Yeah. So, Saeed, like, what positives can I take from this deal, bro? Like, I've been trying to find some positives. Only thing I'm thinking is he's young, and that hopefully he matures and he becomes a better person. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Bro.
A better person, not even a better player.
Better person.
Not even a better player. It's crazy.
I'm just saying, like, for me, by the way, I was wrong. It's Chelsea's value about 30 million, but United won 50. That was the situation.
Sorry, he's worth more than 30.
Yeah,
50 ain't happening. There's no way we're paying 50.
For me, like I said to you, bro, I'm just on the impression that, Chelsea have got at least a player that they could go and say, you know what, it hasn't worked out. Let's say, for example, I don't know, for this wild situation here, Atletico Madrid come in the season after, and they say we want to buy Garnacho. We believe there's quality there. The wingers that have come into our club haven't worked out. We want to buy Garnacho. And they say, for example, we want to buy him. And by the way, Atletico Madrid have got money. They spent crazy money this summer. They say, for example, we want to buy him for, I don't know, 60 million. So just give me a number, 60 million. Then you've got, a little profit there. You can make a little profit.
Yeah.
There. So
look, I'm not putting that past, because we've done that with other players. We've done that with other players, and I know that is one part of our revenue stream. Like, we are a stock exchange. Our owners have clocked it very quickly that Chelsea don't make enough money through other avenues in terms of stadium ticket sales, in terms of other areas. So how can we create another revenue stream? They've seen the Brighton model. They see that Brighton buy all of these gems and they sell them for 10-folds. So we are doing that in sort of like a drug effect, in steroids, basically. So I see that, I hear that. That's the only thing that makes me feel okay, this is why we're going for Garnacho, because it's a market opportunity. But I don't know how this kid, can he become a better player? Like, from what we've seen already, can he become a better player? Can he actually mature into
an environment? May do that. Different environment.
Maybe different environment. And my only other factor is, hopefully Enzo Fernandez, his compatriot, Argentinian compatriot, can put an arm around him and say, hey, Garnacho, let's focus. Let's focus.
Yeah,
let's
focus.
Go now.
Yeah,
you've mucked about a lot. You've screwed around a lot at Man United. Serious now. This is the world champions. This is the home of the world champions.
Yeah, he's got Martinez already. He's got Lisandro already, though, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, honestly, all in all, and obviously it comes down to then obviously what United do with the Sesko situation. That's still lingering on right now. We still don't know what's going on right now with the Sesko situation. So we'll have to find out now. You know what I mean? Whether Watkins as well, if we're going for Watkins. Apparently, Luis Openda is a target for Villa. Does that mean then they're willing to then maybe sell on Watkins if they get Openda?
I still think Jackson, bro. I still think Jackson's your guy, bro. I still think you guys are going to
be ruled out, though. Laurie Whitwell, very, very reliable source, has said that we're not thingy.
I think you get Watkins. I think Watkins is a good striker.
Man. Yeah.
It'd be a clever signing.
So yeah, man. I think for me, it's one of them where we need to just go and get a striker in, and
I still want Watkins in. I still want Watkins in our squad now.
Hey,
I still want Watkins in our squad now.
Right, even after. That's crazy.
Now, I want him on the bench and coming on and off Champions League. I want him in our squad.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. By the way, this is a sound real. This is a look real, man. Xhaka is a Sunderland player, man. That is crazy.
Yeah,
it's a great signing.
That's
mad.
Bro.
That is mad. Like, guys, that is real, man. Like, Xhaka for Sunderland, bro. This has got to be one of their biggest signings, man, they've made in terms of.
By the way, Saeed, what you just said about Sunderland a couple of streams ago when I was here, bro, they're adding people, bro. They're adding numbers.
I know they are. They've just bought a keeper as well today as well. I don't know who that keeper is, guys. Let me know in the chat. They've just bought a keeper as well for 20-odd million euros, was it, or something like that? Let me see who that keeper is, man. Luis Diaz, that's the one here. Where's that keeper, guys? They bought a keeper. Sunderland. I'm gonna have to check right now. Let me just quickly check right now. They only spent some bread, bro. And I think for me, they're realizing shit. Like, yo, we've done what we needed to do this summer. Yeah. David Ornstein that's reported it, guys. Nijem goalkeeper. That's the one. Nijem.
Yeah, I think
I dare anyone try to pretend that they know who that is.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
I think that's a Dutch team, maybe. I think.
Yeah, he's only 21, I think.
I dare anyone to pretend, man.
Yeah. 10 million euros medical today before joining. I don't know whether he's good enough. Let me know in the chat, you know what I mean, guys, if he's good enough. But he's their number one goalkeeper. And listen, they're not messing around, bro. They're not messing around, bro. I don't know how much now they spent.
He might be worse. He might be worse than Ramsdale. We don't know how good this guy is.
Let me just check how much they've spent this summer, man.
Sunderland, but Sunderland are a big club, though. That's what I'm saying. This is the point I'm making. That's a really big club.
Sunderland, so now, this is what they spent now. Look at this. This is their transfer window. They spent Diarra, 31 million euros. Enzo Lafite, to be fair, was made permanent this summer. Talbi, Adingra, Sadiki, Reynaldo, Xhaka, and Roofs. The only thing is,
they spent over 100.
Bro, what's that? That's like nearly 150, isn't it?
Yeah, they spent well over 120 or something.
Yeah,
like
120 or something like that. Yeah, but you got to add the goalkeeper as well. Who will be in there. But when they get AFCON though, they're fucked though when you deep it. This, bro, apart from Enzo, they're done, bro. Are you mad, bro? They might get relegated just from the AFCON, bro. You see these Sunderland fans. You know, listen, I'm not saying Sunderland, you know what I mean, but I would assume, like them man, I've never watched AFCON. You know what I mean? Them man are saying, yo, we don't watch AFCON. You see them man there? You know what I mean? All the guys are gonna be tuning in. Yo, AFCON, yo. Make sure you're not injured. You know what I mean? Before that,
But you know what?
You know what it's doing, yeah? It's giving AFCON a bit more of a platform now. It's reaching out now. Because teams like Sunderland now buying African players, bro. They used to buy it to be fair in the past with Asamoah Gyan. Was it Asamoah Gyan?
Yeah,
Gyan.
But now they got to tune in, man. They got to tune in now. The Sunderland man. You know what I'm saying?
What? Are you like AFCON this year? Are you like AFCON next year?
Yes, we got a lot of players in there as well. Mazarawi, Ahmad, and Bumo. Onana's in there. But yeah, we got 4 players, man.
Do you know what? Like Sunderland, you might as well just appeal to the Premier League and just go like let the entire club just go to AFCON, not just the players. Let the entire club just go with them, because at this stage, that's looking pretty dangerous. You're gonna have to collect majority of your points prior to that competition, because
that's what everyone has a winter break, bro. Everyone has a winter break. Spain have a winter break. Germany have a winter break. All these have a winter break. If we had a winter, but the thing is, would you man ever want a winter break? though? Be honest.
No, never.
Yeah.
I love that Christmas period as well. I love all that. Like that.
There's no Boxing Day fixtures though.
What do you mean? What, this year?
Oh, really?
This year, I don't think there's any Boxing Day fixtures.
Oh, they've changed, haven't they?
Yeah, man, they've changed it, bro. That's shocking,
that was meant to be like a traditional thing. Boxing Day.
Last year they changed that.
He said, just man. It's changed, man. Oh, there will be. Oh, is it? There will be. I'm not sure if
you can't be making up. You can't be making up stuff.
No. I genuinely thought, No, real talk. Sorry. Honestly, bro. But what I've seen, bro, I at the start of the season, I thought there was no Boxing Day. That's what I was told. So there probably is then. You know what I mean? So, but no, I was just saying, like, in terms of winter football, international players, that little break there, it's not part of our thingy, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Saeed, I loved having the Club World Cup. Like, I don't want breaks at all. I wish there was football all the time.
I think there should be breaks, bro. Like,
I mean, for the players.
Yeah. But there were breaks.
But as fans, I wish there's football on a regular, because look how boring the weekends are. Like, obviously now preseason starting again, which is fine. But if Club World Cup wasn't there, what would we do as fans? Like, what are we
watching darts and all types of stuff?
No, but the thing is, though, we got to remember that
all types of things.
Quality over quantity, guys. Come on, man. Like, I don't want to be seeing no Euro nations and all that rubbish, bro. I'll be honest with you, man.
No, I don't care about Euro nation. I don't care about Euro nation.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's not good for football as well, man. The fact that we're seeing these amount of games, because whether you like them or not, whether you think they're overpaid or whatnot, it still doesn't give the right for the players to be burned and become.
No, of course not. I
don't agree with that, man. Like, I feel like
what do you mean?
It's a lot harder. Like, football, it's not really that hard of a sport to be to play it that much. Like.
No. I disagree. You know why I disagree?
The travel and everything.
The travel, you got to remember everything that's included. You got to remember, for us to have the best quality of football, we can't be seeing players play 80 games a year. It cannot be possible.
They break down. But
the best quality of football is not like. That's not really the point. Is that the point that you want the best quality?
Yeah, you want the quality of football. How many games have we looked at for? Oh my god!
But what I'm saying is, when you say best quality football, when you say best quality football, are you talking about in the Premier League, or are you talking about like in
general? Like, you want to see them games like Liverpool. You see how not Chelsea, and the Barcelona Inter Milan game, bro. That was one of the best games I've ever watched in my lifetime, bro. You get me? And that was like unbelievable. So I feel like for me, there's got to be a method to the madness, bro. You got to just relax with the amount.
That's true.
Amount of games, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Come on, bro. Like, we want to see good games.
These guys ain't traveling. These guys ain't traveling like normal people, man. Right. Doctors work hard. I need my doctor to be more match fit than I need the football players to be match fit. My doctor's tired. I need him to be match fit.
What I'm saying, do you think though? So you rather see 60 plus games a season every year? You would want that?
No, what I'm saying is, I don't think when people say PSG were tired, for example, I don't think that's the reason PSG lost to Chelsea. I don't think they
I'm
lost.
not saying that, but I'm saying it could be a factor, but it wasn't the whole factor, though.
It could be a factor, or it could not be a factor. You know what I'm saying?
And then also, you then see after that, you get injuries, you get these big
injuries are part of sport. People get injuries all the time. That's all you've always had injuries.
No,
yeah,
whether you have
overplaying will create injuries as well. Look, here's my thing.
Happens.
Right? I would love, as a fan, I want to see football, but I also understand it's impossible. I get that. I fully understand it. That these players are not robots. They need breaks. Like us, who work, full-time jobs, they'll get, like for example, me, right? Working in the finance industry, like I get 4 weeks off every year as annual leave. Yeah. If I don't take that 4 weeks, whether I take it in a bulk, whether I take 2 weeks or whatever the case is, I'll burn out. Like I'm gonna go away in about a couple of months.
Lorry drivers sleep in their cars and all that. They're more tired than footballers. And then you got I'm being deadly serious, but their job is harder than football job. And then you got, like, when you say you don't want the quality of football to lessen, tell me a match or a tournament that you thought that it was lessened because they were tired. Give me one in any time of football.
No, but the thing is, though, that I'm not going to give you specific
answer that question because
have you not felt football? Hold on. Okay, I'm going to say to you right now. Have you not felt football has become robotic over the last couple of years? Yes or no?
Have they become robotic?
The quality of the football, have you not seen it been like
lowered? No, the quality of football's got better.
I don't think football's gone better.
It hasn't got worse.
It's been isolated games, but I wouldn't say football is the same.
It's been isolated games. Yeah,
it's been isolated games. I don't think it's been better than what we've seen.
I've never looked at a football match and thought, oh yeah, this has happened because they're tired because they've been playing for 2 years.
No, but you've seen more injuries. You've seen the lack of quality been kind of almost adjusted because of the fact that there has been a sheer amount of games being played. And you've not seen it's not got better, bro. The chat, like, I'm not answering the chat.
Are you talking about football in terms
hold on,
or are you talking about?
Are you actually saying footballers don't get tired? Like, is that what you're trying to say?
No, they do get tired, but what I'm saying is, when you say that
he doesn't have a level of sympathy, that's what you're
talking
saying.
About. Obviously, you're talking about breaks. You're talking about breaks and stuff like that, yeah. And I'm saying the breaks that you're talking about, yeah, they have breaks. No one's playing.
They don't.
What breaks? Tell me what breaks do they have? What breaks?
You have the season. You have the Club World Cup year that you guys played. Everyone didn't play in that. So Man United have had a break. Arsenal have had a break. Liverpool have had a break. Everyone's had breaks.
So are you saying they're not allowed to have that break, or they should have that?
No,
break?
you can have that break. But what I'm saying is, the way to keep saying that, when people keep saying this all the time, I feel like they say it as if to say, when a player is playing football and then they have a week off, and then they have football and have a week off, as if to say their job is so hard.
Saeed was saying, do you want to see 70 to 80 games a season?
What I saw last year, I could see. What I saw last year, I could see that no problem again, and I don't think it will make any difference.
So what did you see last year? Like 60 games, right, from Arsenal?
When you said no, when Arsenal played, we got to the semi-final of the Champions League and stuff like that.
I don't understand as well. Look at Saka.
What about him? He got injured. That happens. It's football. It's a sport. You're gonna get injured.
No, hold on. But Saka's been playing. I've been overplayed. That may be due to.
When last did Messi? When last did you see Messi have a break? When did Ronaldo have a break?
These are special players you're talking about, bro.
Don't tell me about special
players. If they look after themselves and whatever, but I'm saying to you, there's been an over reliance over kind of players. Players have been overplayed, bro, and I think that's what it comes down to as well. Like, the amount of games that these guys have been run. Again, that's different because he's probably the manager.
But they get the best. They get the best recovery in the world. They get the best everything in the world.
Players don't need to be playing in no Euro nations, bro. You know this nation league, bro.
Why?
Because they don't need to. It's something that UEFA put in here as an extra kind of almost incentive or whatever it is, extra competition that not only feeds their revenue, and it's all about money for them, bro.
You don't have to play him. The manager doesn't have to pick him.
Who's Saka?
You're so worried about his break. If people are so worried about his welfare, tell the manager not to pick him.
Bro, I think you're
I'm lost now. I'm lost now. I'm actually lost.
Hey, listen, for me, footballers get paid a lot of money, but I think also as well, you have to be a little bit sympathetic as to the amount of games these lot are playing.
Yeah, bro, 100%, 100%.
For me, it's ruining the enjoyment and the quality of the game.
Saeed, let's look at a top flight player. All right, let's say Cole Palmer. Okay, he plays nearly every game for Chelsea Football Club, right? And he also represents England in every international break, right?
Yeah.
This player, for argument's sake, this season will be participating in most Champions League games, in most Premier League games, and it's a big year for England international in terms of World Cup coming up. So he's going to participate in most of the international games under Thomas Tuchel. And then when the season finishes, he's got the World Cup to contend with.
Yeah.
You're telling me, D, that this player, Cole Palmer, after playing all of those matches, after doing all of those traveling, away from family, away from friends, being in the just always football, they will not get tired. They don't have the right to have 3 to 4 weeks off to refresh and come back strong. Like, don't you think that's?
Do you think if you asked him if he can play in every game, he would say yes or no?
He'll say yes.
He'll say yes. But now this is why Liverpool are now build. This is why you now got to build squads now. So don't complain when you have big squads now. Chelsea, that's why they're doing it right now. So they can now.
That's the point. Yeah, that's the point of it. But what I'm saying, what I'm not going to do.
Quick question, D. Have you ever used injuries as an excuse as to why you not won the league? By the way,
no. What do you mean?
Okay, fair enough.
What do you mean use injuries to excuse?
Injuries are part of football. No, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So now that's because I'm glad you didn't, because if I had known you use injuries as an excuse for games, then
injuries happen in football. That's sport. My point
I agree, but I'm saying the overinflated amount of games has caused an impact on that massive.
Football. Let me tell you what it is now. Footballers are too soft now. Back in the day, you wouldn't have all of this stuff. We need rest. It's too soft.
Yeah, because there was no sports. The thing is, though, over that time, there wasn't enough games because UEFA didn't bring all this competition around.
It's too
UEFA didn't have all this competition around. I don't think they would have survived it back in the day.
They don't have to play. The manager doesn't have to pick them, Saeed.
I know. That's why there's going to be more bigger squads now. That's what I'm saying. That's why now you have to build a squad to be playing these amount of games. That's all it is. So let's see. Survival of this. Bigger squad.
You look at protect footballers if you want. I'm not that guy.
I'm protecting the game. I'm not protecting footballers. I'm protecting the game. Anyway, let me get this up to
I swear, D, you're mad, bro. You are mad, D.
Bro, have you not played high level sport? Because I have.
Say, how do you deal with D on a regular, bro? That's mad,
bro. Listen, D,
I've played high level sport, so I've played it. So I know. I'm not saying it from no point of view. I'm saying it from a point of view of understanding it. Plus, I'm around professional footballers every day, bro.
D's gonna say the end of the season, yeah. Yo.
They're fine. They can play, bro. We play football all the time. Then they play paddle. These are professional players. They're perfectly fine, bruv. When they're not playing football, they're doing other sport, bro. They're fine.
D, you're gonna say at the end of the year, why did you win the league? Yeah, shit happens, man. It's all right.
Professional footballers, when they're not, what do you think they're doing when they're not playing football? Do you think they're not doing it? Do you think they're just sitting down all day at home?
No, of course. They've got families.
They're playing other sports.
Yeah, but that's little play around, isn't it? Like little paddle and that. Oh, yeah, you get me? So I thought you would have had. Listen, you know a lot of footballers, isn't it? So you probably know more than me.
Oh, they're fine, bruv. They're fine. These guys are fine.
A glorious MCFC says, since Chelsea is challenging next season, I have a prime ready go Grealish for you deal. I don't know where he's going. The two youngest team made it to the Club World Cup final. Yeah, Chelsea and PSG. D just proving that having player welfare talks with the average fan is pointless.
Fair enough. Each to their own, man. Everyone
their own.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, man. Do you feel sympathetic to
you talk to the normal guy outside, a normal person that's working every day. They're not going to tell you that their job is a lot harder than footballers' job.
But you know, I always say
that now.
It's different sort of struggles, man. I never compare struggles, man. Like I know everyone has their own struggles. You know what I mean? So one man's struggle. It's another man's struggle.
Yeah, but I'm not going to feel sorry. I'm not going to feel sorry for footballers that are traveling on first-class planes, bro. Trust me.
Look. This is where I sympathize with footballers in the likes of. You need to be so disciplined. Training is not easy. Like that's physical, like endurance and all of that is demanding on the body, right? every match we see how physical the matches can be. Like one bad tackle and you could be gone, right? So that's like, so I feel sympathetic regards the players in terms of how demanding the sport is on the body. Where I don't feel sympathetic about players is when I see all of these nonsense stuff outside of the field. They're up to this, they're up to that, they're in this controversy. That's where I don't feel any sympathy for you guys, because I'm like, why are you getting yourself into that kind of shit? Like, why are you getting yourself into that trouble? Like, you make a lot of money, you can live a very good life, but you choose to go around and doing nonsense stuff. So that's where I'm like, yeah, I'm not sympathetic. But in terms of what they do and how demanding it is on their body, yeah, I definitely am sympathetic, definitely, because it's crazy. It is crazy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. People, man, it's been a good show, man. We are on 900 likes. We're 100 away, man, from the like target, guys, man. So please, if you are not subscribed to if you're not liked the video already, please like the video, guys. Honestly, it helps the channel out massively. You know what I mean? It just gets it to other people, man. The last super chat here. D, you have seen you have used Saka and Salim's injuries and absence as to why you have never won the league. The receipts are there. Wow.
I don't know what I don't know what point they're saying.
I'm gonna have to bring the VAR next on Tuesday.
Tell them to send me a clip. I don't know if they mean. It doesn't mean they need rest. I don't know what they.
Show me the receipts, people, man. Because
if you know me, I've got. If you know me properly and you watch my channel, which most of them do, you know exactly what I think about people that are privileged. You know exactly what I think. So you ain't gonna get no sympathy from me.
Yeah. Say why are players training in the break? What do you mean training the break? Let me know.
Train. They all got personal trainers.
They're not gonna let themselves completely just like lose all shape. Obviously, they're gonna train a little bit to maintain their fitness. So when they come back to preseason, they can be up and running. Like if you finish the season and just start eating fast food every single day and just, you know, laze around, like obviously you're going to come back in the preseason all unfit, and before the season starts, you're just not going to be ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Big up to Ty in the building, man. But now listen, man, honestly, bro, Miz, man, sensational stuff today, man. Big up to you, man. We went from PSR to now players and
we did it all. We did it all.
Covered it all, man. We covered it all, man. Yo, listen. Shout out to Miz.
We went from being an accountant. We went from being an accountant. We were a dietitian to being fans. Everything. We did it all.
It's everything, man. So yo, you lot in the chat, man. Someone post other side of the coin, their channel in the chat. It's also in the description as well. Make sure you lot subscribe to other side of the coin. Road to 50K, man. Yo. We're not far away from 50K, guys, man. Yo, you lot.
I'd be sensational.
It's the 50K, man. He deserves it, man. So let's get him to that target, man. You know what I mean? We're 6K away, man. Like you lot, there's 1,500 here. Let's at least get to that number, man. So please, people, make sure you lot subscribe to Miz. Big up to you, Miz, man. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Big up, man. Big up, man. It's always a pleasure. Love coming to Saeed TV. Fantastic establishment, man. One of my favorite content makers, honestly. And starting to really enjoy talking to D as well. So I know it can be frustrating, but it's at the same time entertaining, which is fun.
Get used to it, bro. Get used to it, bro.
Yeah. There you go, man. Listen, FamZone TV, we're gonna switch over there right now, people. They've got a show. Who you got on today, bro?
Hooks and George.
Yeah, Hooks and George, man. So big up Hooks and George. Make sure you lot are there. Liverpool apparently have scored. I don't know who scored. But yeah, Liverpool are playing right now. So you Liverpool fans want to watch that, that's up to you lot. But yeah, guys, we're going to redirect to FamZone TV. Make sure you lot go over there. Like the video. You go over there. And subscribe to the channel, guys. We're going to see you lot later on. Man Them Talk. I'll be live. Take care. Peace.